My name is Gerardo Naranjo. I made a movie called VOY A EXPLOTAR, which in English is I'm Gonna Explode. It's a movie about two teenagers that defy the adults. They try to rebel against the adults in a, I will say, an impossible dream about being free. And they soon discover that freedom is impossible in a physical or even in a philosophical way, that freedom is some strange concept that will harm them at the end of the film. I think I come from a generation that had a huge crisis in entertainment. We grew up watching soap operas, or we grew up watching movies like Pretty Woman, and I think we have a very bad crisis of identity. You know, we don't know who we are. My generation, my generation in Mexico, I think has a huge hole of identity. We think we are at times Julia Roberts, or we think we are kind of the soap opera people. I never saw my life in the screen until I was, 30. I saw Y Tu Mama También, which was the first, young film that I would ever see in my life when I was growing up. I was an adult already, and I felt, if I'm trying to do something, it's just to fix that frustration of not having cinema, or my own cinema to grow up with. There is a tradition of the city people in Mexico DF to go to the beach, to explode and to do whatever wildest things they want to do, and they come back to the city and it's like if they didn't do it at all, It's like this is a safe zone when they can commit the most promiscuous acts and they will come back, and that didn't happen. I really wanted to talk to the young people and try to give them an alternative of entertainment. Mexican entertainment is so bad. There is a very funny phenomena. There is a teen group called Rebelde, which is really famous in Mexico, and they are the biggest idiots there is in the history of Mexican pop music. And they call themselves Rebelde, and I was like, when I first heard them, I was like, it'll be interesting to make a movie about what to me is rebellion, and just, try to juxtapose that with our reality and just to see what it happens. Not that my film has the reach or the power of this teenage group in Mexico, because they are they rule over there, and everybody hears that music. The rebellion as we used to know it now are completely empty, like people that have tattoos, like today Britney Spears used tattoos, they don't mean anything, and I feel like all the symbols of rebellion are empty today, and they are shallow, and we have to rethink what is to be rebel and free these days. I didn't grow up in Mexico City. I will always see Mexico City as this strange city, as it will be the New York of the States.